All right, guys, and welcome back to the YouTube. In terms of yesterday, I think we went 2-2-1, two pretty solid first games, and then Iowa collapsed, only won by one. St. Bonaventure collapsed despite being up like 7 at half. They end up losing the game by 14. And then UCLA pushes. If you got line at 4.5, you cashed, but I got it at 5 because of a 3-point shot with 0.5 seconds left by Northwestern. So it is what it is, but we'll take an even day, I guess. Super busy on these weekends lately, so I'm not really able to make like a deep, in-depth video, but I do want to get through every game. So these are my favorite picks from the 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. slate. I'm going to have the rest of the games up probably in a similar format YouTube video for the 4:30 to 11 p.m. games. The plays that would typically make a card in a YouTube video are these 3-star bets. But on big slate games, I do like to make a ton of bets. So this is probably about half of them. I'm going to look at the rest of the slate in the morning for the 4:30 p.m. games and later. But yeah, Creighton game, I just think it's a great matchup. I really hate Seton Hall as a team in general. I think Creighton rolls them at home. Tulane is just a significantly better team in this spot. I just don't think this Rice team is really all that great. And I think Tulane is kind of want to bounce back after a pretty pathetic performance last game. TCU and UCF, I think they're pretty equally matched teams, but I think TCU will dominate the boards more. I think UCF probably wins outright, but it's going to be really tight the entire time. So I like the 4 points with TCU. And the rest of the games, we got Michigan State. Obviously, Rutgers is a hit or miss team. It's kind of hard to fade them or play them because you never know what you're going to get. But Michigan State first half has been a pretty reliable bet for me. I kind of try to bet it as often as I can, and I think this is kind of going to be a slow start for this Rutgers team. And this Michigan State team just always comes out hot. They're the third best first half team in the entire nation, so I'm going to keep rolling with that bet. Bryant, again, just a much better team here against one of the worst teams in Binghamton. I just think they match up extremely well against a Binghamton team that really could will only have a favorable matchup from the three, and they don't really shoot threes. I think Bryant completely rolls them at home. IUPUI, they've been a really, really good team lately, and getting them at 8.5 points at home seems like a pretty good price. So this is just a spot that I like to take them here. I don't think they win the game, but I think they can cover. Idaho, again, I think they're just strictly a better team in this spot against Northern Arizona. Just to get them as a low price at home, I'll take them. Appalachian State, again, similar situation. They're coming off a rare loss against Arkansas State. I think they're due for a big bounce back team against one of the worst teams in the nation in UL Monroe. And in these spots against terrible teams, they're actually one of the best teams at blowing other teams out. So I like to spot on a relatively short road favorite. Morgan State, I think they're just a slightly better team than Copen. Copen is just in the MBS category. They're just basically a high school team. But I think Morgan State just shoots the mid range extremely well, and that's one of the things that Copen State does defend well. And I think that would be the difference this game. They'll also find some second chance opportunities, and they play really fast. So I think this is a pretty small number to fade a terrible Copen team. Butler, I'm gonna try. Even though they can't seem to ever win games. Their last game I did take them. They got backdoored by a Seton Hall 3. I think they're starting to figure it out a little bit. And this DePaul team, I think they got a little fluky with their last win on the road. I think they shot way too well. I think they're going to regress here against a Butler team that should beat them. But again, they're a terrible team. If you're going to fade any play here, fade Butler. In the last game, this Florida Gulf Coast team, they've just been rolling. I think they're still super underrated. And now they're heading on the road to an Eastern Kentucky team that's absolutely dog shit in the Atlantic Sun. I think FGCO's got all the momentum here coming in. And I think they're going to roll offensively, especially since they play much better on the road. But yeah, those are the 3, 9, 10, 11 games that I'm going to be betting for the 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. slate. I will try to post a video for the remainder of the games if I can find time. Otherwise, you'll find them in my spreadsheet. linked down below. I have all of my plays that I'm personally betting bolded in all black, so you can find them pretty easily. If there's any games that you want to decide on or total, you can comment down below, and I'll be sure to try to respond to it before that game starts. Thank you guys so much, and I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.